I'm William Kumwembe with Business Time. It is a magazine program in which we bring you major business and economic news stories making headlines in the country. And coming up in the program today, we continue following trends as fuel scarcity enters week 3. And also in the program, Malawi Mozambique collaborate on trade. We have these and other stories. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome. In our main story in the program today, it is now 3 weeks since Malawi started experiencing an acute shortage of fuel. Last Thursday, authorities gave an assurance that supply would improve by weekend, but pump stations remained dry as at Tuesday, as long queues remained order of the day, with some people standing nights on fuel queues. But what really is the problem? Our journalist from Lilongwe, Daonga Sabola, reports.
Long queues at filling stations have been an order of the day in Malawi's major cities of Blantyre, Lilongwe and Zomba over the past 3 weeks. This has been the case because of shortage of petrol and diesel on the market in Malawi. Malawi first started experiencing fuel shortages around 2010 due to a shortage of forex. Since then, a year hardly passes without fuel shortages as forex shortage continues to wreak havoc. In recent years, the problem of forex shortage has reached crisis levels, leading to the reoccurrence of fuel queues. Moses Kunku is government spokesperson and admits that forex shortage is contributing to the shortage of fuel in the country.
On limited foreign currency, since June 2024, when fuel demand was very high, the forex available to fuel importers, NOCMA and PIL, has been much less than needed. Each month, about $37 million was provided, but we actually need $51 million per month to meet the demand. NOCMA has been trying to keep fuel coming by securing a number of facilities, but the debt came to a level where the suppliers thought stopping the deliveries was their preferred option. Second, the suspension of fuel deliveries. With NOCMA and PIL unable to pay, fuel suppliers stopped their shipments, causing a break in the fuel supply chain. This not only affected the fuel reserves we have in the country, but also led to panic buying, making the situation worse. When people saw that there were indications that we could be running dry on the tanks, there was some panic buying. And every time there is a panic buying, we deplete even the little reserves that we had, because everyone would want to go and get a full tank because of the anticipated shortages.
In recent months, the Consumers Association of Malawi and the Parliamentary Committee on Natural Resources have been pushing on government to raise fuel prices as one way of ensuring that the commodity is available on the market. But authorities have been reluctant to raise the fuel prices, although they have started impacting on other issues, including electricity connectivity and road maintenance. Henry Kajaje is Mayor Chief Executive Officer and agrees that the current fuel prices are not sustainable.
Nkhani yoti ndithu yalembedwa ndipo anthu mwayimvetsetsadi kuti zona mtengo wa mafuta ngovuta kuupitiliza.
According to Kajaje, the best price for fuel is supposed to be cost reflective, meaning that the price should cover all the variables in the cost of the commodity.
Tilipire mafuta abwerewa ku Mozambique, abwerewa ku Tanzania, ye truck yake nkudzaza nkumapita naye. Venda amene ali maboda atengeso ndalama ija nkupititsa kunja, ndezo khangati zotibwezera mbuyo. Mtengo wabwino pa Chingerezi ife timatuma inokhala cost reflective, kusonyeza kuti zimene anzathu wanokima kapena a petroleum importers akagula mafuta aja ndi kudzatsitsa, tizikhala kuti chilichonse chimene aononga atheka kuchipeza kubwezeretsa tikakagulitsa pa filling station mafutawo.
But what should Malawi do to ensure that it ends the forex shortage?
Let's go into production. We have to be a country that is producing a country that is value adding, and a country that is exporting. If we do import substitution, definitely there is a way we improve our forex reserves. So this we can achieve by kugwiritsa ntchito njira zimene nazo zikuthandizira ife generating forex. We're talking of agricultural commercialization, we're talking of a well-regulated and managed mining sector. This is many in the long run. We can replenish our forex reserves and manage them very well.
NOCMA Chief Executive Officer Clement Kanyama said his institution is ensuring that the commodity is available in almost all filling stations in the country.
I'd like to confirm that the fuel that has been arriving in the country since we received the emergency support to pay the suppliers, we are channeling the product straight to the retail outlets through the oil marketing companies across the country. As one of the fuel importers, we are aware that a lot of filling stations are yet to be provided with a product, but we would like to assure the country that the processes of distributing the products are actually being fast-tracked and are being supported by a dedicated team of staff from NOCMA, Petrol Importers Limited, who are working across the clock with our colleagues from oil marketing companies. Where necessary, we are also approaching the police so that guidance and support can be provided.
At the end of the day, one thing is clear, that the wheels of the economy are slowly coming to a halt because of the fuel shortage. It is high time the country found a solution to the forex shortage as well as the scarcity of fuel.
Now, the Malawi Bureau of Standards and its Mozambican counterpart have partnered to enhance trade and quality. Malawi Bureau of Standards Director General Bernard Tole said the collaboration holds potential for improved monitoring and certification of goods traded between the two countries. He says that by conducting a comprehensive gap analysis, both countries will identify areas for improvement to ensure alignment of their standards. We have the whole story in this report.
Tole stressed the need for quality consistency, particularly in laboratory calibration and metrology, which will strengthen the standardization capacity of both Malawi and Mozambique.
This will facilitate trade in that we will together do a gap analysis and enhance our capacities, learning from each other. We learn how our colleagues in Enoch, Mozambique, are doing it, and they also learn how we are doing it, how we are monitoring imports and exports. And when we do the gap analysis, we will then come up with a mutual recognition arrangement so that our certification marks, our testing results are accepted in Mozambique. Similarly, their certification marks and their testing results are accepted here in Malawi. For us to be able to do that, they need to understand our processes, and we also need to understand their processes so that we make them comparable. This collaboration will also come up with the areas where we need to harmonize our standards so that our standards mirror each other, so that when we are benchmarking, we are benchmarking the products based on similar or related standards.
Enoch Director of Metrology David Magaya said the visit provided critical insights into Malawi's metrology labs and testing facilities, allowing the countries to harmonize metrology documentation, conformity assessment, and regulatory standards.
First, I would like to say that, as you know, the World Bank project is to support the trade connectivity between the countries that are in Nacala corridor. So, to facilitate trade between Malawi and Mozambique, there are two countries that are implementing the quality infrastructure. So, this visit will help Mozambique and Malawi and in understanding how Malawi's or how MBS is working on this quality infrastructure as well as Mozambique. So the infrastructure of quality, as you know, is composed by activities on metrology. So we are implementing metrology in Mozambique as well. In this case, these visits will help us to understand how metrology is in Malawi, what laboratories are in Malawi. So knowing how this infrastructure of metrology is working, we will exchange experience between the two countries.
Madalu Nyambose, Principal Secretary for Administration in Malawi's Ministry of Transport and Public Works, highlighted her ministry's role in supporting trade through improved infrastructure.
A project that is encompassing a number of activities. As you know, Ministry of Transport facilitates trade, but we just provide the routes. Our colleagues do the trade. So within that, we have an activity under which the Malawi Bureau of Standards and INOC of Mozambique have to collaborate on issues of certification of goods and services between the two countries. Because usually when there's importation, there are processes that happen in Malawi and the same processes are repeated in Mozambique. So this collaboration is actually to allow mutual recognition of the processes and the standards. So being one of the activities that was envisaged under the project, we are excited because it shows progress.
Universal access to safe drinking water is a fundamental human right. But for quite some time, this has remained a challenge to many Malawians, especially in the remotest areas. Debate has raged lately over water tariffs, which is one of the major constraints. What is the government and water boards doing about the situation?
Despite a recent increase in water tariffs, the Blantyre Water Board (BWB) is still not generating profits due to high operational costs of providing clean water to Blantyre residents. Effective September 1st, 2024, the tariffs for communal water kiosks in high-density areas remains at 60 tambala per litre, unchanged from the previous price. For domestic customers, the rate was adjusted from 1 kwacha 60 tambala per litre to 1 kwacha 75 tambala per litre. BWB chairperson George Ngani addressed the issue during a recent tour of the Mzedi West site, where the sanitation improvement project under the Water and Sanitation Project 1 (MWSP1) are ongoing. Chingani explained that the decision to raise tariffs was carefully considered, keeping in mind the economic challenges faced by Malawians.
Up to this far, consumers and citizens might wish to know that up to this far, Blantyre Water Board tariffs are at a level where we are not still breaking even. In other words, they are not reflecting on what we spend to supply the water. Further to that, the most recent tariff adjustment that has been effected, all low-income areas, kiosks and traditional housing area have been zero-rated. So you can see that we are a considerate institution. We are factoring in the poor in our adjustments.
Minister of Water and Sanitation Abida Mia, who was also present at the event, reassured residents that there would be no further increases in water prices this year. She emphasized that the government, led by President Lazarus Chakwera, is committed to stabilizing living costs.
Well, right now, the water the increase for Blantyre Water Board was already done, and there will be no increase again. So they should take heart that there will be no increases for the Blantyre Water Board because they've already done the increase. So not to panic.
This tariff increase, introduced earlier this year, faced criticism from the Consumer Association of Malawi, KAMA, who argued that the hike came without proper notification to residents. KAMA Executive Director John Kabido highlighted the concerns over how high water prices would impact low-income households, stressing the essential nature of water.
Now, in other business news, Imperial Motors Limited has introduced 3 advanced models under the GWM and Havio brands in Malawi, promising to transform driving experience. The latest model launched include the GWM Tank 300 and a robust 4x4 design for challenging landscapers, the sleek and sporty all-new H6 GT model, a top-of-the-range SUV, and the GWM ORA, an automotive fully electric vehicle. Speaking at the launch event, Imperial Motors General Manager Theodora Katandula highlighted the vehicle's versatility and resilience, underscoring the model's adaptability to both urban and rugged environments. We have the whole story in this report.
Speaking at the launch event, Imperial Motors General Manager Theodore Katandola highlighted the vehicle's versatility and resilience, underscoring the model's adaptability to both urban and rugged environments.
Today we are launching the Hava H6 GT, the electric Aura, and the Tank. They are all under GWM. These are advanced cars with nice technology. 360 degrees cameras, fuel efficient for H6 GT and the Tank, and the electric vehicle, you just need to charge it to use it. As you are aware, we've got fuel shortages, so that car can come in to address that issue.
A standout feature of the launch was the introduction of the GWM Aura, which Katandola identified as the first fully electric vehicle in our range. He emphasized the significance of these models in addressing pressing challenges faced by many Malawians.
It will address most of these issues because you just have to charge it using electricity, maximum 5 hours, just to make sure that it's full. But if we have got charging points, we need just more than 1 hour to charge it. Yes, that is the plan, but we have to work hand in hand with the partners. In this case, can be the filling stations and other people, and even the other companies that are also offering electric vehicles. So we have to work hand in hand to make sure that we address that. Yes, we have the capacity. Normally we keep 3 months stock. We are able to get units from South Africa easily, so we should be able to meet the demand.
Well, with that story, also we've come to the end of today's edition of the program Business Time, a magazine program where we bring you major business and economic news stories making headlines in the country. My name is William Kumwembe. Thank you for watching on behalf of the entire production team. But always remember, if it doesn't make money, it doesn't make sense. Stay safe and bye for now.